Jandal is officially returning to Grow a Garden. Not only is he returning to Grow a Garden, but we might be getting a new era of Evil Jandal. If you guys don't know who Evil Jandal is, oh man, you need to watch this video all the way to the end because we're going to be going over a bunch of things and there's free rewards included, and most importantly, the game might actually revive itself. I have a lot to talk about in today's video, so stick around, sit tight, sit back, let's get straight into this video, and as always, drop a like and subscribe. Anyways, let's get straight into this video. As you guys know, Jandal has been absent from Grow a Garden for a very long time. In fact, the last time he actually interacted with the Grow a Garden community, at least in the Discord server, was over 2 weeks ago. As you guys can see, you have to scroll up pretty far to actually find him. I think it's in announcements. Right, okay, yeah, there you go. 13 September was the last time Jandal actually sent a message inside of Grow a Garden's Discord server. As you guys know, Jandal has also not been hosting the Grow a Garden events, such as the admin abuses of this week. So it's fair to say that Jandal has been kind of on and off Grow a Garden, and he hasn't really been more involved in the game, and it's honestly starting to show. As you guys can see, as of making this video, Grow a Garden has lost its second place position. In fact, it has lost its third place position and is currently sitting at 4th place, almost being beaten by Bloxfruit. And yeah, honestly, this difference is crazy. I mean, it's 100,000 players difference, guys, so there is no excuse for Grow a Garden here. The developers are starting to slack off. Not only that, but as you guys can see, since its peak in like July, the game has kind of been tripling down a little bit, and also the like to dislike ratio has been going more and more negative. So of course, Jandal noticed all of this happening, and he has made an announcement saying that we might be getting one of the craziest admin abuses in Grow a Garden. So a lot of you might remember this right over here. This is the Green Bean event, and during the Green Bean event we had this NPC right over here who would change your outfit to this green bean, and basically if you guys became this green bean, you had a guaranteed reward that you would get during that week's admin abuse. Now Jandal did this because he wanted to compete against Steal a Brainrot to becoming, of course, the biggest game on Roblox, and we succeeded. We actually became the biggest game on Roblox that week. But as you guys know, that throne has now been reclaimed by Steal a Brainrot because Steal a Brainrot is now the biggest game on Roblox. So in short, we might be getting something like the Green Bean event back into Grow a Garden. Let's go ahead and talk about this right now. So just a few hours ago, Jandal went ahead and posted this video to his TikTok, and basically inside of this video he goes ahead and talks about how he is not selling Grow a Garden, because yes, that has been a rumor that's been going around. A lot of people have been saying, and a lot of YouTubers have been saying, that Jandal is selling Grow a Garden or already sold Grow a Garden. And yeah, Jandal basically goes ahead and clears out a lot of things inside of this video. So let's go ahead and quickly watch it and talk about it real quick.
It's me, Jandal. I just woke up and I opened TikTok and I saw a ton of videos about me apparently selling Grow a Garden. Now, as a lot of you are aware, I never created Grow a Garden. It was actually created by someone else, and there's a couple of owners of the game, and all these people have been owners of the game since day one. So nothing has really changed there. And a lot of people are saying that I abandoned games. That's not true either. You know, the whole time we've been working on Grow a Garden, we've also been updating our game Dusty Trip every week, and we're going to continue to update Dusty Trip every week. The same way we'll continue to update Grow a Garden every week, and we'll continue to update Plants vs. Brainrots every week. So yeah, guys, I haven't gone anywhere. I still help out with the planning. I still do some of the developing. I'm going to host the admin abuse this week. Honestly, it wasn't for anything other than I was just really burnt out. I've kind of taken a couple weeks break from admin abuse. I was just getting so tired. So yeah, everyone can stop freaking out.
So yeah, I hope that clears up. Jandal is not actually leaving Grow a Garden. He did not actually sell Grow a Garden. In fact, he never even owned Grow a Garden. He just bought partial rights to the game and was very involved in the game's development, and especially being the front of the game. I mean, when you think about Grow a Garden, who do you first think about? Jandal, because yeah, he is considered the owner of Grow a Garden, and this was honestly spread by a lot of YouTubers, including me. Well, it isn't entirely true. He is just one of the owners of Grow a Garden. There is many other people who actually own Grow a Garden. And as you guys saw, he has been experiencing some sort of burnout, and that is why he probably took a break from Grow a Garden and a lot of it other games, to be honest. But hopefully we should be seeing more of him very soon, because earlier that day he posted another TikTok, so let's go ahead and quickly check this one out too. So as you guys can see see he made this TikTok right over here, and this basically says a new era of admin abuse is coming. People think that they have seen it all with admin abuse. Soon I will reveal the next evolution, and this video went absolutely insane, by the way. In 2 days it has gained like 8 million views, so a lot of people are very excited to see Jandal return back to Grow a Garden. Now, it is no joke that Grow a Garden has gone through a rough patch. I mean, once again, we saw the analytics. It's a complete dive from what Grow a Garden peaked at, such as the Ascension update, the Bone Blossom getting nerfed, the new season pass. I mean, come on guys, this was just not a good idea. It was added at a very wrong time when a lot of people were just upset at the devs. Shackles being completely broken. I can't even see my shackles anymore, so I don't know what's going on there, guys. But yeah, just a lot of things being very messy in Grow a Garden right now, but hopefully seeing Jandal return back to the team, bringing more of that Jandal touch to the game. Hopefully we get some updates that are more like Grow a Garden and less like some random simulator game on Roblox. We are of course going to be seeing some new admin abuses. Obviously guys, we have already gotten a lot of new admin abuses like the Stormy Sundays, which is basically an admin abuse that happens on Sunday, and we also have this new tab inside of Grow a Garden, and as you guys can see, this is called the OP stock tab. So if you guys are not following this, you should probably follow this, because every single day we get some sort of OP seed in store. So if you guys are a new player and need some OP seeds, I recommend you guys go ahead and check out the Discord server, because this is extremely OP. I also have a strong feeling that we might be seeing a collaboration between Plants vs Brainrot and Grow a Garden, because once again they are both owned by almost the same developer team. And also guys, Plants vs Brainrot has been doing absolutely insane. I mean, look at the like to dislike ratio guys, 98%, meaning 98% of the players actually upvoted the game, whereas 2% of players don't like the game. Compare that to Grow a Garden, I mean it's absolutely crazy. So yeah, we might be seeing some sort of collaboration between Grow a Garden and Plants vs Brainrot, and basically in this collaboration maybe both players might get some sort of reward. Once again, something similar to the Green Bean event that we had a few weeks ago. Maybe we'll have to wear some sort of new outfit, and wearing this outfit will give us some sort of very cool rewards. Maybe, just maybe, we might also see something new, such as new weather systems being added to the game, something a little bit more fresh, making this game feel a little bit more lively. I'd really like to see some sort of new map being added to the game, such as this. Of course, this is just a concept. There have been a lot of rumors about weathers coming to the game, and honestly guys, it makes so much sense to me. I mean, imagine having spring, summer, autumn, and winter in the game. It would be so freaking cool. And of course, this is all gonna be universal, so when it's spring for me, it's gonna be spring for you and everyone else in the game. I mean, we already have dates in the game. I believe they used to show up right here, but they have been removed since. But as you guys know, these NPCs have birthdays, and these birthdays come at specific days of the week. So Grow a Garden already has some sort of timeline. It already has some sort of time system in the game. So maybe we could get weathers, maybe we could get a day-night cycle, maybe plants grow slower at night, but you get cooler mutations at night. During the winter, you get crazy new mutations like frozen. During the summer, you could get the sun-dried mutation more often. Guys, there is just so many things that could be added with a new seasons update, and I honestly feel like this would be such a cool little addition to the game. It also just feels a lot like Grow a Garden. You know, it does not feel like a battle pass update. Like, I know I keep saying this, but this is just not it, you know what I mean? And if Grow a Garden really wants to go into that next evolution, I feel like a seasons update would be very cool. Once again, we could get a crazy new map with the seasons update, and so much more. Another thing the Grow a Garden devs should definitely work on is transparency. I feel like the Grow a Garden devs make a lot of updates without telling us. For example, the Bone Blossom getting capped at 1 trillion shekels. As many of you might already know, a few days ago, for some reason, plants that were over 1 trillion shekels were just capped at exactly 1 trillion shekels. So as you guys can see, this Bone Blossom in my garden with all of these mutations was for some reason capped at 1 trillion shekels. This was reverted after people started complaining, but it seems like my Bone Blossom keeps on losing value, because if you guys go back to my video from yesterday, this thing was worth about 4 trillion, but now it's worth 3.8 trillion. So it's still getting shadow nerfed, but there is just no talk about it. Not inside of the official Grow a Garden Discord server, nowhere. They just keep on shadow nerfing plants, and it is extremely extremely, extremely annoying. Now, of course, they aren't doing this for any malicious reasons. I believe they are just trying to fix shekels in the game right now, because as you guys know, shekels are extremely inflated in Grow a Garden, but the way they're going about it is very, very wrong. First of all, capping Bone Blossom at 1 trillion was just extremely wrong for many reasons. Once again, I've made a complete video on it, so I'm not going to rant about that in this video. Of course, they did that update without telling anyone, and that's where the issue was. Maybe if the devs start being a little bit more transparent, maybe if they start telling us before they make these shadow changes, people will be more accepting of them, and yeah, if people don't like them, they might just voice their concerns and the devs can roll back the update. So hopefully this is something they take into consideration. Secondly, I feel like the devs really need to start stepping up their events, because it feels like after the Beanstalk event, the game just started to decline. Like, at least the update qualities just started to get worse. I mean, look at the rewards we get from this event. If you guys go ahead and get yourself tier 3 plants, the only rewards you're gonna get is this reused gardener seed pack, which has been in the game for over a month, by the way, or a bunch of other things like a mythical egg, a bug egg, exotic gardener seed pack, or a grandmaster sprinkler. This is all things that people probably have hundreds and hundreds of because of admin abuses. I mean, look at how many grandmaster sprinklers I have. Look at how many level up lollipops I have. 238. Guys, I don't need more. I don't need to do this event. In fact, I have like 37 bug eggs. The only reason I'd consider doing this event is for the jungle egg, which also honestly has mediocre pets except for maybe the tiger. So yeah, honestly, this event was just lazy. There's no better way to put it. This was a very lazy event, and there was a reason they did that, because they wanted to focus more on the season pass, obviously. But as you guys know, nobody really took this season pass well. Nobody really liked the concept of it. Yeah, hopefully devs take that into consideration too. But once again, just because Grow a Garden is not the biggest game on Roblox anymore does not mean that this game is dead. It still has 400,000 players. I mean, guys, that is more players playing in this game at once than the amount of subscribers I have on YouTube. So could you guys please hit that like and subscribe button so we can get to 400,000 subscribers? Okay, sorry. Shameless plug, I know. Honestly, guys, Grow a Garden is not dead. It's not even close to being dead, but if the devs continue to go down this route, it might very soon start losing all of its players and end up like Fish. Well, Fish before it got revived, but you know what I mean. Hopefully, Jandal returning to the game actually does fix the game. Hopefully, Jandal's new plans for the game actually bring back players, and hopefully Grow a Garden bounces back to what it used to be like. But again, we'll have to wait and see. Of course, I'm gonna keep you guys updated, to hit that like and subscribe button, because I'm telling you, bro, this week or next week, we might be getting some crazy rewards to Grow a Garden. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. I appreciate it a lot. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.